So it's been a while since my last makeup tutorial, but I'm gonna try and make use of the studio we have now. I'm gonna be trying to film a lot more skincare routines and makeup tutorials here to share with everyone. So I'll be sharing a date night makeup look. So what exactly is a date night makeup look? Basically, it's still gonna be a very simple makeup look, but we're just gonna enhance it a little bit, tweak it a little bit, so it'll look nice and dressy for when we go out at night. So before applying any sort of foundation, I always tell people to make sure that your skin is all hydrated, moisturized, clean, because then when you apply foundation, it will glide on nicely. So also you can kind of gently massage your face before you apply foundation, because the massaging will actually help you with your circulation. Also, it gets rid of the puffiness on the face, especially when it's really early in the morning. The foundation I'm going to be using is foundation by Clé de Peau, the foundation. So this is the most premium foundation by Clé de Peau, and it costs a lot of money. Like, it's probably a couple of thousand Hong Kong dollars, which is something a bit pricey, I think. So I didn't buy this. This was given to me as a gift. I've been wanting to try it for a long time. I've heard great things, so let's give it a test drive. So it looks like a cream. So when I apply foundation, I really like to use my hands, like applying cream onto your face. I don't really like using sponges because I feel like the warmth of your hands can rub the foundation onto your skin and then kind of blend it out smoothly, and it will kind of stick to your face a bit more. So the texture of the foundation is like a cream, very smooth, velvety texture. So when you apply it onto your face, it kind of glides on like moisturizing cream, pretty much like you're putting cream on your face. I put a little bit too much on my forehead. You should all refrain from doing that, because when the light hits your forehead, it kind of makes your forehead look a little bit lighter than the rest of your face because your forehead sticks out. Take some off here, just kind of blend it into my face like this, just pretty much like you're putting cream on your face. I like the texture a lot. It feels really nice and it's not sticky. Coverage wise, I think it's probably not the strongest coverage I've tried. But then again, I think foundations with high coverage means it's either very, very dry on your face, or it can end up looking quite cakey and thick. But this is a very natural kind of tinted kind of finish. Next, I'm going to do eyeshadow. Just the socket here for contouring. After contouring the eye socket, I'm going to use just a darker but still neutral tone. I'm going to use this brown with a little bit of golden shimmered eyeshadow. I'm just going to add eyeshadow here on the eyeliner here, so it just enhances your eyes a little bit more. Just to give it a little bit of oomph, but not too much, because I feel like the smoky eye look is a bit outdated these days, and the natural glowy, dewy makeup look is probably more popular. So if you feel like, oh my god, what have I done? It looks a little bit over the top, don't fret. When you apply with a smaller brush, the color kind of sticks on. So the color seems a little bit more apparent, which is what we want, because then we can kind of blend it out with the bushier brush on the other end. So this is the eyes, a little bit more contoured, a little bit of darker brown, but not too much. What I've recently done is I've had my eyeliner semi-permanently tattooed on. I don't know what you call it. Semi-permanent eyeliner. So it's a very fine eyeliner just on your lashes, in between your lashes. The reason why I got it done was pretty much I'm always in a rush these days, and I just think spending even like 5 minutes doing my eyeline every morning is a huge waste of time. So I thought, look, I'm just gonna try this semi-permanent eyeline, and I really like it because it's so convenient. When you have no makeup on, it just makes you look just that much better, just to have a little bit of color on your lashes there. Apparently it lasts for a year. Ask me in a year how much I like it, because I've heard different feedbacks, but so far I think it's great. Because tonight we're going on a date. That's why I'm gonna get you guys to add just a little bit more eyeline, just a little bit of eyeliner. You can lift up your lashes to do like an underline below your lashes. So today I'm going to be using fake lashes. I don't normally use fake lashes a lot unless I have an event or if it's like a photo shoot, but I'm going to show you guys a little trick with fake lashes today. It's very easy, very simple, and it won't make your eyes look overly done up. So I'm going to just use one side of the fake lash, so just one of the pair. A lot of people ask me how you put your fake lashes on and how you make it look natural, how do you keep the lashes looking balanced and symmetrical. I think cutting it up is a very good tip because putting on one whole lash is a little bit tricky. Sometimes it moves out of place. But if you cut it up into little pieces, it's easier to control. And always when we stick lashes on, the longest lashes are always at the end corner of your eye. So if you look at a pair of lashes, it has like gradient lashes, always the longest ones at the end. But in this case, you see how this is kind of longest in the middle? This gives you a very round-eyed type of look. So as you can see, I've added just lashes on the end here. So it's giving me a cat-eyed lash look effect, but it's not too much because I don't have any at the front here. So sometimes when we stick on our fake lashes, your natural lashes and the fake lashes don't really join together and they might be at different angles. So it kind of looks weird because you've got kind of lashes going at different directions. So what I would do is add a little bit of mascara just at the tip and then use a curler to curl it together, and it should kind of stick the lashes together so they're all going the same direction. So basically your eyes are 90% done. So now I'm gonna do my eyebrows. Just your regular eyebrow pencil. I used to like really thick bushy eyebrows. I kind of still do now, but I'm trying to tone my eyebrows down a bit so it looks a little bit softer and a little bit more natural. Bushy eyebrows make you look younger, but at the same time, sometimes if you overdo your bushy eyebrows, it looks very strong and your face looks fierce. A lot of you have asked me whether I've done semi-permanent eyebrows, but I haven't because I'm quite lucky. I naturally have thick bushy eyebrows. So I want to leave it natural so I can kind of adjust the shape of my eyebrows to go with different makeup looks. A lot of you might have realized that I have not added loose powder to my face yet after applying the foundation. This is a little trick of mine because I feel like if you add loose powder on, you're setting your makeup already. And once your foundation has been set, if you do your eye makeup or any other makeup on the face and you get a little bit of eyeshadow on your face, it's really hard to clean up and it might look messy. So right now I can tell that I've got a little bit of mess on my face. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a little bit more foundation, just a little bit, and clean up areas of my face that might have gotten a bit messy. So the thing with covering your dark circles, I think if you've seen in my previous makeup tutorials, one key is to not rush it because the idea is to have very, very light coverage, but enough to cover the color of your dark circles. Secondly is if you're born with eye bags like myself, you can't cover it. It's a shape, like you just can't get rid of it. If you're born with eye bags like myself, then I'm sorry. Even if you cover the dark circles when you smile, you still have the eye bags there. With covering the dark circles, just take your time and just lightly drag out the concealer just underneath your eyes here. Because if you have it very thick, once you smile a lot or after you touch up your makeup and put loose powder on, it gets really dry. And the drier it gets, the more wrinkles you'll get. It's a vicious cycle. Make sure the key is to leave it very thin and light. Now I'm going to apply loose powder. So I'm trying this loose powder. It's the Skin Caviar Loose Powder by La Prairie. I'm a huge fan of La Prairie. When they sent me this, I was pretty much over the moon because it's quite dear. It's a new product they have. When you open it, you can smell that caviar smell. I personally think it smells quite nice. If you've used loose powder before, you might have realized that a lot of the loose powder containers or the dispensers, they have a lot of holes here. So you can kind of use your puff to get the loose powder onto But La Prairie has designed this kind of open and close mechanism here. So when you close it, I guess then you don't have to worry about the powder going everywhere. And I think it's good for hygiene as well, because then you don't get dirt into the loose powder. This is apparently quite expensive. So this is my second test run. So when you apply loose powder, I'm using the puff this time. Sometimes I use a brush, but I think a puff is just as good. I start off with my forehead because this is the area where you don't want it to look oily and shiny, and you can work your way down to your cheekbones, and then your nose bridge, and then the rest of your face. And don't put it on like this in a swipe motion, press it onto your face. Because when you press it on, the loose powder kind of melts into the foundation that you've already got on. And another reason why I put loose powder at the end is because once you have your foundation on, if you give your skin some time to let the foundation set in, it will blend into your face nicely. And finally, when you add the loose powder, it looks more sheer and it's like a part of your skin. So this is the last bit of this entire look, the blush. This blush palette is by Tom Ford. I don't know if they sell it anymore because my sister Kylie bought this for me from Australia, and it's got 3 tones. One that's a bit more shimmery and one that's a little bit more tanned. So today I'm gonna use a mix of these two. I'm normally a pink person, but I'm gonna try this today just to give it a little bit more shine, a little bit more glow. So I'm going for this bronzy type of look today, just to look a little bit more sexy and seductive, because I always go for the pink look, which is a little bit more rosy around the apple of my cheeks. I'm gonna go for the bronzy look because I haven't done it in a long time. So I start from here and I work my way up 2 sides. If you start lower, it'll give you a little bit more of a chiseled, that kind of look. But I don't like going for that look because I feel like my face is a little bit thin already. So I'm gonna still start here on my cheekbones and work my way up. So I know the matte lipstick look is very trendy right now, it's the thing, but it doesn't work for me because for some reason I have very dried lips. Even if I put on lip balm or lip moisturizer every single night in the afternoon, I don't know why they dry out really quickly. So I found these 2 lipsticks. It's the same lipstick, different color. It's Opera, but they pronounce it Opera in Japan. Super moisturizing, got a very nice tinted glow, nice tinted color, easy to apply. So I've used this more natural tone on my lips first. And if it's just for like an everyday kind of makeup look or going to work, I think it's perfect because it's a very natural color that I'm on right now. I will share with you what number this is because I have forgotten. But for nighttime, I'd suggest you use something a little brighter, like this red one. So I'm gonna add the red on top. Very dewy, glowy lips, very kissable lips for a date, even with your husband. So this is my date night makeup look. I think this is a great medium because imagine if I was just wearing a t-shirt and pair of jeans, this makeup would not look over the top. It would look kind of quite casual, comfortable, chilled kind of look. But if you want to dress up a bit, put on a nice pair of heels, a nice cocktail dress, this look would still also be fine. Just a little tip, if you do want to enhance it a little bit more, I suggest you can add a brighter lipstick just to give it a little bit more oomph. But for myself, I think this is perfectly fine. I hope you guys like this tutorial. I hope you like my studio. It's still kind of empty, the shelves, so I need to fill it up. If you guys are interested in learning other makeup looks or me showing you other tutorials on how we do our makeup, skincare, please leave a message for me. I'm happy to take on the challenge. Thank you. Bye.